This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Was That TMI, where you can listen on Spotify, Apple, I don't know the fucking others, or you can watch it on YouTube live from my fucking bedroom. It looks like I'm actually filming this in heaven because everything's just white. I have a ring light over there that I'm so shocked actually still works. I have my TV on Apple TV, YouTube, white screen. It gets dark out in Florida where I live so early, like it's 5 p.m. and I know that it's gonna be pitch black at like 5:30, so it's gonna get darker if you're watching this visually, but that's okay because we love the nighttime. Just kidding. I literally get so scared and terrified of the night. Why is my phone blowing up right now? I swear this always happens right when I start an episode. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, it's fine. It's just a conversation that I don't need to read at the moment, but I want to. What? Sadie's a simp. We're not talking about it. We're not. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Was That TMI, where we tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Episode 32. Happy fucking Monday. I guess Monday's our new day. I think we're getting actually really fucking good with the consistent episodes, and I want to keep it going. I'm proud of myself. I thank you guys for listening. I was always in the headspace of like, if I upload all the time, people are gonna be like, oh, she uploads all the time, so like it's not that big of a deal if I don't listen. But like, if she doesn't upload all the time, I want to make sure I listen to every single one. That's not the case. Like, you guys are loving that I'm uploading weekly, and it just is warming my heart. And it's honestly, it's getting me in like a better mindset of like, okay, having consistency in your life can be good. And that's what we're going to kind of talk about in today's episode. I'm actually fucking winging this, to be fair, but I did have an idea in the car when I was driving because I'm a little emotional right now. I think it's because I'm about to get my period, fingers crossed, or else I'm just really hormonal. I was in the car and I was getting a little bit upset because a lot of things in my life are changing, but not really. I just have a lot on my plate at the moment, which is awesome. Also, if you are watching on visual, I have a friend here. Just kidding, it's a fucking stuffed animal, Mr. Eeyore. I have a lot of stuff going on right now, which is really good. I would much rather be really busy, because when I'm not busy, I'm like, like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Nothing's going on, and I feel like I have no purpose. So on the work side of things, there's a lot going on, but it's all good things, and it's all great, and it's keeping me busy and healthy minded, so that's good. On my personal life side of things, there's a lot of changing, I guess. Not even changing, just like new people, and then consistent people aren't there as much, and it's literally not even a big deal, but just I think that my life is so bam bam bam, fast paced, like new things all the time, and not new things, but just like so much all the time, to where when I say this all the time, when it slows down or when like something that's like consistently there is not there anymore, it's really weird. I don't even fucking know. I hope you guys can relate to this, but I'm just gonna like get into everything after I recap where I've been since you saw me last Monday. So I filmed the episode last Monday. I was home. I had just done a 10-hour car drive by myself from South Florida, which, oh my god, I miss with all my heart. South Florida is like the best place on earth, and it's so warm and the weather's amazing, and I just want to move there, but I don't have anyone to move there with, so I also don't know if I really want to. I don't know. I was in South Florida, drove 10 hours. I was at my house. I was leaving the next morning to get on a plane because I was going to Arizona, which I did not know was all the way across the country. I thought it was in like the Utah region. No, it's basically California. I flew out to Arizona Sunday. I was there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I came back on Thursday. I had not even a mental breakdown. I've named it myself a blackout breakdown. And what that means, I'll define it for you guys. A blackout breakdown is when you black out and you have a breakdown. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I had one of those, and I don't know if it was because I needed it. I don't know if it was because I have something going on in my brain. I don't know if it's because I was drinking tequila, which I know I should not drink because I become a psychopath. I don't know what it was, but I had one. I did. And it's not that big of a deal. It's not, except it has been like weighing on my chest a little bit, and I'm like, why did that happen? Anyways, I just had one of those. And I think it's like alcohol is, I feel like you guys are like, that's all she fucking talks about. And I feel like you guys literally DM me and you're like, oh my god, when you said this, I related so much. And it's about like drinking when you're young and partying and like how things happen, and it's like relatable. And let me just say, like, alcohol is weird, and like you have to know when you're drinking that like if you get to a certain level, you're gonna say some shit that you don't necessarily mean or do things that you don't mean. And when you do that and you don't really remember and you wake up, it's a very scary feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. I kind of had that happen and it freaked me out a lot. I actually was like really pissed at myself and like annoyed with myself the next day. And I think it was a little bit of like, okay, I don't have an issue. I don't only like drinking. Like, I love life and everything, and like I could be happy without alcohol. But it was a little bit of like, okay, I'm gonna take a step back. I didn't go out this weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend. I was gonna go to Nashville. I was gonna go to Bama. I was gonna go to FSU. I was like, I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna get shit done. I'm just gonna really try and be like healthy this week. I'm just trying to like be good. I'm gonna film it all on YouTube, and I'm just gonna try and like take a break, because I think that my thing is, like I said, and I say every fucking episode, I'm all over the place. And I think with that, I don't like to stay places because I get very like in my head about like, I don't want to be here longer than this time. And so I'm normally visiting my friends who are in college or at that age and partying when I go and I do these things. And you would think if I had an issue, I would be like, oh, I just want to stay here forever. Fuck everything else I'm doing. I'm just going to stay here and party because I can just drink everything I want. No, that's not how I am, because I don't have an issue. Just hear me out. Just listen to the whole episode and you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. You would think that I would be like, oh, I can just stay here, party, whatever. And no, I'm scared of change. I hate change. I don't hate change. I'm scared of change, but I'm also terrified of being in a routine. So I think that my escape from that is always being at the next place. With that, like with what I do, I vlog it all. And so it's like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard when you started at 16 and now I'm 19 years old and I'm like, how the fuck do I still make the videos that people liked in the beginning? I don't know how to do it anymore, just because I just lost my little touch with it. I don't know, I didn't like grow on YouTube as someone who could just keep doing the same thing for 30 years and it's always gonna work. It's not like I'm like a Mr. Beast type of video person, you know? So I think with YouTube it got hard because I've been like, okay, I had this fast-paced life. You guys seem to like that. What I'm doing is I'm partying at all these different places. So I don't want this to sound bad. I didn't feel comfortable picking up the camera unless I had alcohol in my system, because I just have felt awkward and weird doing it. I got in the habit of doing that. And like I said, I don't think I have an issue at all. I think just partying and all that stuff has really started becoming like what I'm doing right now. And trying to incorporate YouTube in with that has been kind of difficult. And then I'm just always trying to like be fast paced because I hate being in the same place for too long and I freak out and I'm like, oh, I can't be here anymore. But then I'm also at this point now where things are definitely changing a little bit in my life. You guys know I've talked about this fucking little situationship that I've been obsessed with for like months now. That's like really scary for me because I don't want to ever rely on anyone for any sort of like emotional feeling. You know what I mean? Like, this person makes me really happy, so I'm like, I don't want to rely on that. And it's just a scary thing, and that's why I like don't do that shit. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. God, I really just put it all out there, don't I? Fuck. Whatever. I'm helping someone, I think. So that's scary. And then all of my friends are in college. So when I do want to take a step back and not do the college thing, I'm like, fuck, I don't have any friends. You know what I mean? Oh, I almost started crying. Fuck. Okay. No, it's okay. It's weird. Like, it's a very weird spot to be in. Everyone feels like they're alone in some sort of way. And everyone feels like you are not placed in a certain group as everyone else, or like you are so out of, I guess, like, you're an outcast, kind of, which I don't feel like an outcast, but I'm like, okay, literally all of my friends are in college, and, like, the only way I can really go see them is if I go visit them there. So when it's like, I want to be like, okay, you know what? I need a week to just not do any of that. I'm like, I feel like I don't have any friends. So that's a little bit weird. I've had a little bit of a thinking day, and that's always good. That's why I wanted to talk about it on here, because I feel like a lot of people would be able to relate. Like, I don't know, change is really scary, and it's just like, I let so many people into my life. I love letting new people in. I love meeting people. It's my favorite thing ever. I went to Arizona and was doing my thing, hanging out with my little friend, and met so many people. Wait, did I meet so many people? I met like a handful of people, and I love it. I love meeting new people. It's so much fun. There's so many good people in the world, and that's the thing I have to try and tell myself, like when I do kind of be like, oh my god, I have no friends, I'm like, you know what? You can make friends fucking anywhere, and you're not always gonna be with your friends all the time. Like that's just not a realistic life. Like it's really not. Like eventually everyone kind of grows up and does their own thing. That's where I'm trying to realize like, no, I'm not in that stage of like, oh, I'm growing up and I like am like passing my friends along to the side. No, but taking alone time is good, and not having like people consistently in your everyday lives, it's okay. It's fine. Just know that you can make anything out of your life. Like I literally was thinking that. I was like, you know what? If I really wanted to, I can fucking hop in my car. I can drive down to fucking Key West. I don't know anyone down there, but I'll get a little fucking tiki hut on the beach or something for a few nights and go and make some friends. I wouldn't do that because I'm scared of getting like, I don't know, Ted Bundy'd or some shit. Not to make light of that situation at all. Not trying to get canceled today. Just saying that is something that plays in my head every night when I go to bed. Are we rapping here? What's going on? No, but yeah, no, I can't do shit alone. Once I can buy a gun, I'll be able to. I mean, I stay strapped. If you're trying to like kill me and you're listening to this, I have a gun. Am I? Don't you have to be 21? I don't know. We just got so off board. What the fuck? Why am I talking about guns? Oh yeah, I'm scared to be alone. It's also raining outside, and I'm about to be on my period. It's pouring fucking rain. It looks like the Wizard of Oz before the Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. How the fuck do you say that? Whatever. Wizard of Oz before the tornado comes and her fucking red slipper like flies off or whatever the dick happens. So, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit thrown off in the headspace. I also just quit nicotine. So let's get a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I hear you all clapping. Thank you. Quit Nick. Proud of myself. I didn't quit. Oh, let me tell you. This is why I was talking about my blackout breakdown. So I had my blackout breakdown, woke up so drunk. Like I literally woke up on a level 5 drunk, and I was like, okay, like this is great. I packed my bags and I guess tried to book a flight. I don't know. Keep me the fuck away from tequila. Like never again let me do that. But I guess I tried to like pack up my bag and book a flight out the night I was like really fucked up. I don't know. Well, I lost my vape in the like making of that process. So I literally woke up like, what is going on? Had to be at the airport in like 35 fucking minutes. Lost my vape. So I'm like, okay, this is a panic attack waiting to happen. Show up to the airport and I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like, oh, I cut my finger. I don't know how that happened. I think I was putting my razor away and cut it. I don't know if I did it the night before. I don't really remember. Cut my finger. The morning was honestly a blur. I went to the airport, showed up. I actually vlogged some of this on my phone. I knew I was drunk the second I started talking to people. Like the second I started being like, this line isn't moving, I was like, oh my god, Sadie, like you are still fucking drunk. Like what's going on? Walking through the airport, fucked up in Arizona. Confusing airport, by the way. Everyone was super fucking nice though. Like this guy named Quentin talked to me at Clear. This guy named Carlos brought me outside to do my bag, to check my bag because he didn't want me to wait in line. I think I had like a cig stain. The whole morning. I had myself a ball though. That's the one thing I will say. I can make the best out of any situation. Like me dead in the airport the next morning by myself. I went and bought a hat in the airport. I went and got some good breakfast. I went and chomped on that shit in the bathroom. Then I met Gloria. She was the cleaning lady in the bathroom. Super sweet woman. I think she said she was from Spain. I could be wrong. Yeah, and then I was sitting out. Some gilf came up to me. He said, you look like Andy. You're not Andy. Then he looked to the DILF to the left of him and goes, I thought that was Andy. I was just having a great morning. Then I see this boy my age in the airport. This is a fucking fever dream. Like literally this Arizona airport morning, was a fucking fever dream. I'm in this store. I'm like, I need to buy Advil before I get on this flight because I'm gonna have a raging fucking headache. I'm in this store walking around. I see this boy who looks my age and we're like making hella eye contact and I'm like, God, he looks fucking familiar. Then I go and I get on my flight and I'm looking through my story replies. He's like, I just saw you in the Arizona airport. I was like, do I know you? Because I swear we were making some eye contact and he was like, nah. But I was like, okay, look, new friend right there. Also the guy who thinks I'm Andy, the gilf, didn't befriend him, but I should have done that, and the DILF next to him. Carlos made a friend. Quentin made a friend. Then I'm on my flight, right? How was my flight? I'm trying to think. I couldn't sleep, let me tell you that. Oh my god. I got on my flight, I sat down. I don't know why everyone looks at me in airports. I think it's because I normally always have my merch on and it's always like DILFs or like I don't give a fuck, and then my phone case is the middle finger. So I think that's why I like retrieve stares. Maybe I just look fucking crazy with like the sig stain on my lip. Who knows? And like my bleeding finger wrapped in like paper. Sat down on my flight and the guy next to me was like a bigger, buffer, like dad looking guy. And I was like, okay, dope, like we're chilling. Well, I sat down, like put in my headphones and had my phone in my hand, and I think just like being like hungover jitters and like just like you don't really know what's going on, I literally had my phone in my hand and just go pew. If you're watching on visual, I just like threw my hand, like I just literally went boom and threw my phone across the aisle at him. What the fuck? Then I was like, I'll get it. And he's like, no, it's okay. And he like got it for me and handed it to me and was like laughing. And I was just like, what in the fuck is this morning? Okay, guys, really quickly, I want to take a second to talk about today's sponsor. You guys know that I'm obsessed with BetterHelp. I've talked about them so many times and I think that they are so amazing. Like I've said in this episode, I kind of had a little bit of a mental funk today. And when you're not at your best, it feels amazing to be able to talk to someone. And that's why BetterHelp could work for you. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you, and BetterHelp is here to help you do that. BetterHelp is a version of online therapy. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely on the internet, guys. You can literally just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists if you want, if it's not clicking. It's so simple, guys, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home, from your car, wherever you are. You can speak with someone online at BetterHelp.com. So if you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Please, guys, go visit BetterHelp.com/TMI today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TMI. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this episode. Let's talk about flights. Flights are so expensive. I don't know if any of you guys have been booking flights recently or looking at them. Flights are like so stupidly expensive now. I started flying like consistently during COVID. It was so nice. No one sat next to you. Tickets were so cheap. Now tickets are like for some reason expensive as fuck. I don't know what's up with like Delta Airlines ass, but I've been a SkyMiles fucking gold medallion member for a fat minute. I use your Amex card and you guys still be fucking me over with the prices. So I'm switching over to Spirit. Catch me there next flight. Not even fucking kidding. I'll probably be riding in the cockpit because I'll be terrified I'm gonna die. But not kidding. Delta, get your shit together or else I'm done. Fuck, what if they wanted to sponsor me? Then no way that would happen. I'm like, yeah, I'm digging down the pilot in the cockpit. Delta, sponsor me, please. No. Can I get sponsored by Spirit? That'd be great. But also, flights, I know this is such first world problems. I can't talk about how much I hate airplanes. Like, I cannot voice that enough. Something about just like not being in control at all. You're in the air. What happens if I have to really shit? I don't want to poop in that airplane bathroom where I feel like everyone's like watching how long I'm in there for. Like, they probably think I'm like cranking my dick or something. Like, no. What if I had to really poop or puke? I'm so gross. I'm so fucking gross. I mean, what's that TMI for a reason? I just think about in 10 years what I'm going to think when I come back and listen to these. Like, I'm going to be appalled by what I'm saying and be like, whatever. Hey, 10 years from now, me, I bet you're still shitting it up. So at least I'm being honest. Anyways, hate that part of airplanes. Also, layovers, hate them so much. If I'm gonna go through the process of going through security and that bullshit, dealing with people who literally don't want to be there, a security person working at an airport has every right to be a dick. Like, I know you probably hate your fucking job, but I mean, the ones that are nice, like, God bless you. God bless your soul, because I am the one who's talking it up to all these fuckers. So when they're mean, it breaks my heart a little bit. It does crack it a tiny bit. Like, there's a little crack that goes in there. When they're really nice, it just fixes that crack and then it makes it go boom boom. So I appreciate the ones that are nice, but they do have like a right to be dicks there. But going through the process of security, dealing with the dicks, and then you have to find your flight, and then you finally get to your flight, and then the boarding process. Why are people so fucking slow? I don't get it. I am always the last one to get on the plane because the people that jump up to go first, good for you, thank you. That means I can sit in my seat and wait to go last because I just want to be able to walk on the plane, sit down, put my head down, and then we're going to be taking off soon. But like, why is it such a long process? I don't get why it takes so long. I've never been able to figure it out. And let me just say, you will know someone's true colors when getting off a plane. If you're one of the fuckers who wants to leap past me when we're like getting off the plane, what the fuck are you doing? Like, unless you have a fucking layover to catch, which I've had plenty of those to catch, and I've never had to leap past someone to get off the plane just so I can be like 3 feet ahead of them. fuck off. Like, the motherfuckers that leap past, or like they have their bags and they're just like right by you and you're like trying to stand up and they like run over your foot. Shelly, I'm gonna fucking punch you one time, okay? Watch me like get kicked off of airlines for this. I'm not kidding though. Like, what are you doing? Like, show just a little bit of humanity. We're all wanting to get out of this flight. No one wants to be stuck in this fucking tube any longer. Chill the fuck out. ABC rows, they get off first, and then the D, F, G, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F? Okay. D, E, and F, they go next. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like first row, A, B, C. They hop up, get out. Then D, E, and F, they hop up and get out, and then it goes back, like, throughout the plane. Well, you got fucking Shelly and Mark back there trying to fucking get up to the fucking front of the cabin to, I don't know, shake the pilot's hand. No, those motherfuckers are the ones that walk right past the pilot and don't even say thank you. Fuck those people. That's when you really know someone's true colors. Anyways, I've been doing a lot of airplane time lately. Airplane time makes you lose your mind. I actually wrote a song on an airplane once that I called that. It does though. Like, you do so much thinking. If I can't sleep up there or edit, sometimes I'm just not like in the mood. Like, I just can't focus on the editing and then I just really can't fall asleep. I lose my mind. Do you know what I did? I wrote a fucking letter to my future self on my airplane back from Arizona. Probably because I was drunk. That's probably why I did that. But like, I literally did it, and then I looked over to the man next to me and I was like, he probably just read that and was like, what in the fuck is wrong with this crazy ass psycho bitch I'm sitting next to? And yeah, you're right. You were right, Jacob. I don't know if that was his name. Fuck airplanes. I'm glad I have my car back. I'm honestly glad I'm back home. Even though I always am like, ew, I hate being home. This is really good. I'm trying to like clean up my room. I'm trying to get my shit together. So much is going on with the tanning launch. So much is going on with the merch launches for Was That TMI? I'm so excited. Super Bowl weekend this weekend. We're restocking the Dang I Love Football crew necks and t-shirts, sweatshirts and crew necks. The Duck Off hoodie is getting put into a t-shirt. We're just doing a lot of work with that stuff, and it just feels really, really good. And I'm just trying to like enjoy the little things. Like, today it was rainy and I did have a little bit of a mental breakdown, but I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I don't always need to be on the go. Go. Like, I can chill out for a second. I was literally like gonna get in my car this morning and drive either 6.5 hours to Nashville or 4.5 hours to Birmingham. And I was like, I don't need to do that. I can chill the fuck out. So I'm glad that I did. And I'm glad that I have this like outlet to speak to you guys, because it's amazing. Also, you guys keep on saying that you want the podcast longer because some of them are only 25 minutes. Listen, I hear you. And I'm shocked because I don't know why you guys want to listen to me talk and ramble for so long, but I appreciate it. But I hear you. And here's the issue. I don't know what the fuck to talk about anymore. Like, I'm literally sitting here picking shit out of my ass. Like, I'm really doing that. Why did I just talk about airplanes for fucking 15 minutes? I don't know, but I did. What do you guys want me to talk about? Like, this stuffed animal? I always am asking on the Instagram for requests. So if you're not following the Instagram, go follow it. At Was That TMI on Instagram. It's like a meme page for myself, low-key. I post a lot. I post a lot of updates. I post questions for the episodes, for merch. Go follow the Instagram if you're not. Go sub to the YouTube if you're not, if you like watching the visual. But I think the one request that I saw the most on the picture I posted, which it wasn't a ton of people that said it, but I had like a handful that were saying, talk about red flags with guys. And I didn't prep for this at all. I'm just, once again, pulling this out of my ass. You guys like when I talk about like the guy shit, so we're gonna do it. Red flags with guys. It's hard because after the shit happened with my ex cheating on me, that if you're an OG, you heard all about that. And Mr. Army Boy literally lying to me as I was writing letters to him through the mail. We were pen pal buddies. I didn't have a lot of trust for any men, and I was kind of like, when you're young, fuck it, because no one's gonna be loyal. And a part of me still feels that way a little bit. I really do. So my red flags, it's a difficult one, because let me just say the red flags I missed with people in the past. One being, okay, I'm just gonna say this actually, and I don't want to scare anyone, but when you go on that phone, unless you have a really good guy, an issue's gonna be brought up. Because, I mean, think about this. I want you to really sit back and think about it. If you had a boy that you're kind of talking to, or you have a significant other, I bet you there's shit on your phone that you don't want them to see. I know damn well that like previous people I've been with, not that I was like doing anything wrong and cheating, but there was definitely some things to where it's like they can see it and it's completely taken out of context, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Same thing's gonna happen if you go on their phone, or you might just find, I don't know. If I had went through my ex's phones, oh, babe, they would have been gone so much earlier. But it's like, I'm not gonna be someone to be like, give me your phone. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Because I just feel like it's like kind of an not immature, because you're probably gonna find some shit, but it's just like not a mature thing to do, and you should just like trust the person and like whatever. But holy fuck, I even think about like the fucking grown-ass men with families in my DMs that have literally been swiping up since 2021, and I'm like, oh, you have such a beautiful wife and a beautiful little daughter. Like, if I were to send her this, she'd probably be like, babe, what the fuck is wrong with you, you horny little shit? Like, ew, this girl's 19. I feel like with social media and shit nowadays, oh, all that stuff's a red flag. Like, you, like, ugh, I don't know. That's why I don't trust people. Like, it's really, really hard. I think unless you just can really trust the person you're with, that's different. But I don't know. The phone is where you're gonna find some fucking shit. Like, you will find some shit on there. Like, if I had went on my ex's phone, I cannot even imagine the amount of shit that I would have been like, okay, so I have this receipt that's fucking 3 miles long of everything you've done to cheat on me. So fuck you, we're done. Yeah, the phones are scary. This is gonna sound crazy, and I really hope that the guy that I like isn't listening to this, because I don't want him to hear this. But if you are a female, I have the blessing of, I'm gonna knock on wood, I have been blessed with an Instagram account that won't update. So what I mean by that is I can go on people's accounts and see who they just followed. So any guy I've ever been into or ever even thought about, like, a little bit here, I've been able to go on their accounts, click on following, and see who they just most recently followed. Let me say this, not to sound crazy and not to go in other people's business, because I don't think that you should really give a shit what other people are doing, but I have had people to where I know that they're dating someone, and I will go on the guy's account just out of curiosity and click on who they're following. And when I say it's 10 fucking new girls that are like, I know have fucking 200,000 followers on TikTok for being hot, not saying that's like bad, I wasn't shitting on that, I'm just saying that they're like pretty fucking girls that like he definitely is like going through shit and seeing him and being like, follow. And I'm like, okay, does his girlfriend not see this? What's going on? By the way, you can go on your computer and go on Instagram and see this, and it will do it like from who they just followed. So if you want to go on your computer and do that on Instagram, you can. But like I said, I was just blessed with a phone that never updated, and I can still do that. That's a major red flag. That's a major red flag. And I hate to be like crazy, and I'm not someone to be like, you liked her post, fuck you, what the fuck? But it's like, if they're following 4 new fucking bitches off of TikTok a day, why? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Do you just want to see them because you think they look hot? Are you saving them for when you cheat on me and I find out and then you want to go fuck these bitches? What's going on? Like, why are you doing that? You know, there's a reason for it. Don't be dumb, girls. Like, there's a reason he's doing that. It's like, if you were doing that, if you were finding hot guys on TikTok and going and following them, and then he was like, why are you doing that? Yeah, no offense, why are you doing that? Unless they're like really fucking hot and it's like once in a blue moon, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna pay him a follow. You know what I'm saying? But that shit's a major red flag. Major red flag. I'm trying to think. Fuck, I'm not really good at this. I think too, if a guy in like the beginning state, just gonna be like double standards for myself. If a guy in the beginning stage has like an ex or like someone that they used to talk to that they still talk to, that's a major red flag. And I'm someone who's like, I don't cut anyone out of my life. Like I said, my ex that fucking cheated on me, I still talk to. Like, we're friends. Like, I don't talk to him like that much. But like, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We were young. I still care about you. You were in my life for a while. Like, I'm never gonna see you in that manner again, but we can be friends. And it's like, if he were to call me, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up? I don't see him like that anymore. I'm like that. I can't like cut people out and just never talk to them again. But there is people where I'm just like, I don't see you like that anymore. Guys, I like have a hard time trusting that, which like I can't say that because that's double standards. But if a guy's like, oh yeah, this is my ex, but like we like it's not like that. Like, we just like, I don't see her like that anymore. I'm like, it's your fucking ex. Like, you're probably inside of her. What are you talking about? I would say that is a red flag if they're like bringing up an ex and they're like, yeah, we still talk, or like, she's so fucking annoying, I fucking fucking hate her, blah, blah, blah. That's a red flag as fuck. If a guy's like going off about how annoying a girl is, or like, oh my god, she hits me up so much, I hate her, blah, blah, why are you fucking talking about her then? Why is her name in your mouth? Shut up. I don't know. I feel like when that shit's brought up, it's like if another female is being brought up a lot and how annoying she is and she won't stop like texting him, whatever. Red flag as fuck. I would say it's hard because I'm very chill. Like I'm very like, I don't have a reason to worry until there's something that happens that should make me worry, or like I won't worry until there's a reason to make me worry. But I do get like gut feelings, and it's hard to trust people. Like it's really fucking hard. Like how the fuck do you know he's not having a girl over right now and macking on her? Like that means making out, by the way. But like, how do you know that that's not happening? How do you know? How the fuck do you know? And it's also like, I agree so much by the statement, show me your friends and I'll show you you. Is that how it goes? I look back at a boy I used to be with, and his friends were fucking dicks. Dickheads. Hated me. They were dickheads. They were so full of themselves. They all were little shits. They lied. They didn't give a fuck about anyone. Like they were just so full of themselves and just like cocky, egos through the fucking roof to the moon. They were just assholes. And then it's like, those are his friends. That's who he's with all the time. No fucking wonder he's gonna follow in their footsteps and do the shit that they're doing. Cheating on their girlfriends, fucking bitches left and right, but lying about it, fucking transferring the STDs. Like fuck off. Like so no shit he was gonna be doing that stuff, you know what I mean? So I think also take a look at the friends that your boy or person is surrounding themselves with. If they're surrounding themselves with a bunch of people who are doing bad shit, they're probably doing it too. So that's a big one. Let me look. Here's a good one actually, I think for like college aged people, or like I got this off fucking TikTok, but like only texts you at night, or like only tries to hang with you at night. Honestly, that is such a fucking like, I mean, it doesn't have to be red flag. Like if you're down to just go like hook up with him, good for you. But if you're like looking for something more and this man's only hitting you up, one, when you guys are drunk, two, at nighttime, like, yo, come over, and it's literally like 3 a.m. What do you think is gonna go down? Like, not a red flag depending on what you want, but if you're like trying to get into him, yeah, or like be into him like that, like relationship wise, they're probably just trying to fuck. Just gonna be honest. Just gonna put it out there. They're probably just trying to fuck. Although I will say my little high school boy we never were like into each other like that, but I would sneak out of my house all the time at night and go see him. And we would never hook up or anything. We would just lay there and cuddle. We never had crushes on each other, but like, oh, I miss you. I know you're not listening to this, but I miss my high school sneaking out like movie scenes. They were so fun. Once again, I got this off TikTok. This is something that I don't think it's really a red flag depending on like what you want, but like I find it so fucking attractive when they like have goals and like have things that they like know they want. That's so attractive. Like that's why, not to be mean, but I'm always like not really prone to being with someone who's like in college or things. Not saying that people in college don't have goals. Majority of the guys, not to be mean, that are in college that aren't like playing a sport or something and they're just like drinking all the time and whatever, most of the time you're like, what are you getting your degree? And they're like, I don't fucking care, like I'm just fucking having a good time. Like that, I'm like, ugh, like okay, fuck. Not saying that's bad. Live your life. Honestly, go you. Party it up while you can. But for me to like be in a relationship with someone and like have serious conversations with on like a like day-to-day basis, like you gotta have like a goal and you gotta have something that you want. Like I want to know like what you're into, what you like, what you see for yourself. Like, I mean shit, you could literally like be like, this is what I want. I have no idea how I'm gonna get it, but like that's what I want. I'm working towards it. And if it's like the most insane goal ever and I'm like, how is that gonna happen? I'm still like, go you know? So look for that. This is gonna sound kind of crazy, and I know this is like a big thing, but if a guy's like, yo, add me on Snap, I'm like, no, I'm such a phone number girl. Like, I will add you on Snap, but when a guy's like if I'm like meeting a guy and he's like, oh, okay, like, what's your number? Like, I am like, thank gosh. Like, if a guy's like, oh, like, here, add me on Snap, and they're like, dope, and they just want to like Snapchat me and be like, what up? Like, yo, say, what's going on? When are you gonna come to the SAE party? I'm like, like, I just can't do it. I don't like Snapchat. I don't like that shit. And I feel like it's like, okay, if you're Snapchatting me, you're Snapchatting 50 other million people, but like, that's fine. But if I'm like into someone, I would rather than being like texting me. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna finish the episode. Once again, it's not the longest episode ever. I need more shit to talk about. I'm gonna try and think of more story times from high school and like funny shit that I have to tell you guys, and just like nights that I've had out that are like funny. Okay, my camera like died when I was going to outro that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode. I'm glad that I'm like detoxing in my bed and just had a good, chill, relaxed talk. I don't feel rushed. This was super good. Got a lot out. I love you guys. You don't know how much you mean to me, actually. Like, this podcast, I actually envision a lot for it. Like, it's really fucking cool to see how much a lot of you like it. I'm starting to really, really love doing them. So I'm super grateful for it. And I love you guys, and I couldn't be more grateful. And sadiecurl.com for the best merch ever. What's the TMI merch is coming. I'm so excited. And my self-tan's coming out so soon. I'm also going on a college tour, and the first stop is going to be announced hopefully really soon. So a lot of fun things coming. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you here next Monday. Goodbye.